Well, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Always a pleasure to sit down and talk about the issues with the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu. Mayor, good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming by. Good to see you in person.
Absolutely.
After all this
It's been a while.
this horrible Zooming. I'm glad it's over with. At least I hope it is. The Globe last week noted that going back to Kevin White in the 1970s, every one of your predecessors has vowed to fix the Boston public schools, and everyone has faced pretty much the same problems. I'm going to quote from the Globe article here. Immense dysfunction, staggering enrollment declines, wide disparities in achievement and educational opportunities for students of different racial backgrounds, and swelling school spending that didn't seem to be making its way into classrooms, end quote. What is the problem that seems to defy anyone's effort to fix it?
It's a tremendous challenge, but the fact is that I couldn't be more excited for the momentum and the moment of political will that we have right now to make a real shift and transformation for our schools.
But let me, forgive me, but let me interrupt. We had Mayor Flynn shifting from an elected to an appointed school committee. We've had a massive influx of funds over time. It just seems resistant to a fix. What is the core problem? Is there a culture of incompetence and resistance to change within the school administration, within the union? What is it?
I would say that with our schools, as with every other challenge in the city, what I've seen in my first 6 months now on the job is that the barriers are not financial. They're not for lack of expertise or knowing what to do or what we need to do. It is primarily organizational. And we have here with the Boston Public Schools and many parts of our city organization, but with BPS especially, a very large organization that needs a sense of predictability and direction and cohesiveness to make real progress. It's like turning a big ship. And so in fact, some of this initiative here, this one here, nibbling at the edges here, has not helped because we need a clear focus and the time to do it. Boston had great success and led the country under Superintendent Payzant when there was an 11-year period of clear vision and strong partnership between the mayor and the superintendent.
Do you need to clean house within the administration of the schools?
The reality is that we are facing the last couple weeks now of a leadership transition, and so there's some natural turnover there as we're finishing our superintendent search. And we also already have many vacancies within the central office side as well as within the ranks of our teaching staff. And so it is not only possible but necessary to really reshape the direction of our schools, and most of all to empower our families and school communities. As a Boston Public Schools mom, the first one in this job, I'm going to make sure that we get this right.
You have a lot invested in it politically and personally. We have to take a break here, but is there a message you want to send to the union, to the staff, about what's coming?
We all know what we need to do. We are in the city that arguably has the best chance of showing what public education can do. We gave birth to public schools right here in Boston several hundred years ago, and we're surrounded by universities, jobs of the future, communities who want to help. It is just about giving ourselves the time, the space, the community support to be able to set a clear direction and then execute on it.